All right, Monsta Sinister LC Special Edition, exclusive to you boys at Headbanger Sports. This is a 25 ounce, only weight they come in. There's a variety of different colors. I'll put them up on the screen here. Limited edition. Squirrel. 12.5-inch barrel, one piece. So I did really like the torch, but being kind of a one-piece guy, I wanted to venture into a one-piece Monsta that I did like. And everybody says the Sinister is basically the torch barrel with a one-piece handle on it. So I picked one of these up. We're gonna give it a whirl, see what we get. There's still a handful of these available at headbangersports.com. If you want to pick one of those up, you can hit me up or head over to the site, but I can save you a little bit of money if you do reach out to you.
All right, guys, so you may know I'm not a big fan of a lot of things that are going to take place in this video if you keep up with the content. One, being 25-ounce bats. Two, being hitting ASA bats on baseball fields. And three, mid-loaded bats. And by golly, we got them all three crammed into one here. What a treat, right? So as I'm sure you all know by now, but I do want to clarify, we are only hitting ASA 52-300 game balls and Evil BP 52 pluses for this video. It is not recommended to hit any of the harder stuff with these bats, and to be quite frank, it really doesn't need anything hard, even if you could hit it, because these things don't need a ton of break-in. The performance on this particular tech is fairly good right out of the wrapper. So as I mentioned in the intro there, I did feel really compelled to try this thing, being more of a one-piece guy at heart. And I will say that probably a couple different factors went into this having a little bit of a different feel as far as like the handle and the feedback and things goes. I did feel like the sweet spot on this was a little bit less forgiving, but I will say this is probably one of the worst rounds of BP I've had all year, so take that for what it's worth. I just could not get the weight of this thing figured out. Everybody said it was going to be identical to the torch, and I didn't feel that way in the slightest. It swung super light, all 25-ounce BS aside with me not preferring them and the mid-load stuff and everything else. Just something about the weighting of the way these bats are built just did not set with my swing at all. And as you can see on the scale here, it wasn't too out of line. I mean, it came in at 25.5 ounces, but just something about it just did not jive. I could try staying back on the ball. I tried going out and getting the ball. I tried letting the ball get so deep on me it would be a pitch that I would normally push. I just could not find a groove with this thing. It literally felt like I was swinging air. But don't take that away from the fact that this thing was an absolute performer if you could find the sweet spot. Just the weighting didn't really set with me very well at all. I do want to make that known. I'm not giving this thing the stamp of approval, but it's only because of the weighting. There's lots of people that really prefer these bats. These things practically sell themselves. They have a lot of hype. And that Monsta performance that I have now found in a couple of other bats is relevant here, but just don't take my bad round with it as an indication that you're going to hate it. If you like 25s, if you like a lighter swinging bat, you could definitely give one of these things a try, and I bet you'll like it. And as you can see on the compression tester here, durability is going to be somewat good. And to my understanding, as long as you do nothing but hit 52s with these, they're just going to get better and better and better, and the durability is fairly decent. And am I being maybe a little too critical? Yes. Because I just don't want the fan base to absolutely lose their minds on me, because I was afraid that this situation would arise eventually, and sure enough it did. All I'm saying is, it's not for me. There's plenty of people that like these things. They sell themselves, so there's got to be something good to them. And as you could tell, Brian did a good job of hitting well with this thing, and as long as I could find the barrel, it did well for me as well. There are some of these left at headbangersports.com if you're interested in trying one, or you need another. Be sure to hit up your boy. And as of now, I do believe they still have a little bit of every color left in stock. I'm not going to say a ton. I know total there's not very many left, but there is some left. So if you're interested in getting one, hit me up. I can help you out. And that's all I got for this one, guys. I know it's kind of a scatterbrain review, but just trying to mix it up a little bit and not be so cookie cutter with do this part, do this part, do this part. So this is what you get today. I hope you do enjoy the video, though, nonetheless. Thanks for stopping in and checking it out. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero, catch you next time.